So this is down at John's Conference. It's for a day and a half. So they invited people to come as part of the process. So we're hoping that.
I know. I don't do well. Yes, Mark, I have a clue. It starts at 8? Yeah, 7:30 for sure. Will be. How long do they have to sit there? That's the other question.
Please join us on page 331 with the singing of Shabbat Shalom, Shir HaMa'alot.
I've got to say, tonight feels very different than it did last Shabbat. Last Shabbat we had a snowstorm. It was freezing. It's warmer today. It used to be raining earlier. Last week, the cantor was in Aruba. The assistant rabbi had a bad cold. Barbara had a medical thing. There were 11 congregants. There was no band. There was no choir. It was just me singing by myself. And I say to you, where were you when I needed you? And this is the week you come. It couldn't have been last week.
You were wonderful. Stop.
But anyway, not complaining or anything.
And we thank you for it.
Tonight we have a special musical Shabbat as we lift our spirits in joy, even when we feel like we can't, even when we feel like things are hard around us, even when we feel like there is darkness. What we do as Jews is we find light and we bring in joy. So let us take a moment now to find the joy we need, to find our joyful voices in just a moment as we have this wonderful musical Shabbat ahead of us.
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Elise Roth, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here to Anshe Emet Memorial Temple. Whether you're here with us in person or you're here with us in our beautiful sanctuary joining us online, we're delighted you're here with us this evening. It's now my honor to call upon Jane Miller to light the Shabbat candles. The blessings can be found on pages 2 and 3.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We continue on page 12 with the Hunaranana.
La
We're going to jump ahead in our prayer book to page 344 for Psalm 96, Shir Chadash.
Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. All the earth, a new song unto God.
And we turn back to page 13 for Yismechu.
Yismechu hashamayim betagel haaretz yiram hayam u'beloho. Yismechu hashamayim betagel haaretz yiram hayam u'beloho.
We turn to page 17 for Romemu, our final psalm before the Chadudi.
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtatavu le'har kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtatavu le'har kodsho. Ki kadosh
Chadodi is on pages 20 and 21.
לקראת קלה, ונקרא שבת מקבלה. לך לקדותי לקראת קלה, ונקרא שבת מקבלה. לך לקדותי לקראת קלה, ונקרא שבת מקבלה. לקדותי לקראת קלה, ונקרא שבת מקבלה. שבור וזכור מליפור אחד, השמיע אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת וניתן עליו אחד. אדוני לקראת קלה, ונקרא שבת מקבלה. שבת לכו כי מקור הברכה מראש מכרם נסוכה. סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה אדוני לקראת קלה, ונקרא שבת מקבלה. אדוני לקראת קלה, ונקרא שבת מקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, ומצאים מתוך ההפכה, רב לך שבט בעמק הבכה, והוא יחמול עלייך כמלאכתך. אדוני לקראת קלה, ונקרא שבת מקבלה. אדוני לקראת קלה, ונקרא שבת מקבלה. התנערי מעפר כולי, לבשי בגדי תפארתך עמי, עד ירדן ישי ותמכני, קרבה אל נפשי גאה לך. אדוני לקראת קלה, ונקרא שבת מקבלה. אדוני לקראת קלה, ונקרא שבת מקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך וביורי, אורי אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לקדותי לקראת קלה, ונשבת מקבלה. לקדותי לקראת קלה, ונשבת מקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקלני, מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי, בך יחסו עניי עמי, ונבנית עיר אל תילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, ונשבת מקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, ונשבת מקבלה. והיו לי עם שיסה סיסאי, ורחקו כל מבלייך, יסיס עלייך אלוהיך, כמסוס חתן על כלה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בנשמה נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בנשמה נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת ארוני תעריצי, על יד איש בן פרצי, ונשמחה ונגילה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בנשמה נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה,
We rise neither body nor spirit.
נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Shabbat Shalom. I gotta say, this service is sounding a lot different than last week. I'm certainly finding it to be a lot more enjoyable. We continue with Chatzi Kaddish on page 26.
יתקדש ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמא דברך חירותי והמליך מלכותי, בחיי כל וביום כל, ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בגלה בגלה, ובזמן קריב אמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם עולם מעלמיה, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה, ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו Amen.
We rise neither body or spirit for Baruch Hu on page 28.
Et Baruch Adonai.
Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bevaro mariv aravim, v'chokhmah poteach sha'arim, uvitfuna mishanei itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umesader et hakochavim b'mishmeroteam barakia kirtzono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, ma'avir yom u'mevi layla, ma'avdil ben yom u'vein layla, Adonai tzavot shemo, El chai v'kayam tamid imloch aleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Amariv Arvi.
Day and night, show us the way, teaching us to number our days. When we rise and when we lie down, Ahavat Olam, Tiheim Chayenu, Ve'orech Yameinu, Uvahem Yomam v'layla, Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Avata, Torah u'mitzvot, V'kol mishpatim, Otanu l'madeta. Day and night, show us the way, teaching us to number our days. When we rise and when we lie down, Ahavat Olam, Tiheim Chayenu, Ve'orech Yameinu, Uvahem Yomam v'layla, Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Avata, Torah u'mitzvot, V'kol mishpatim, Otanu l'madeta. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Avata, Torah u'mitzvot, V'kol mishpatim, Otanu Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Mahuto Le'olam va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Mahuto Le'olam va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Please be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. Eloheinu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim, ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Tefillah ata Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, Eloheinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Isaac, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor Ha'nokah, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, Ve'Kodei Hakol, Ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot, U'mevei Geulah Lifnei Bneihem, Lima'at Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mekayeh HaKol Tavra Ve'Hoshia, Mashiv HaRuach, U'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkei Chayim B'Chesed, Mechayeh HaKol Be'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Ve'Rofei Cholim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayeh Emunato, L'Shenei Afar, L'Chamot Ha'al Gevurot, U'L'Yom Melech, Melech Memit, U'Mechayeh, U'Matzliach Yeshua, Ve'ne'eman Ata Le'achayot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol. Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh, U'Kadoshim B'Kol Yom Yahalu B'Selah, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
We now take a few moments for letting the quiet song of our hearts sing as we take some time for silent prayer. If you'd like to be guided by the words on the page, we're going to go through about page 63, and I invite you to be seated when you're ready.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. ועל כל ישראל, ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. ואמרו אמן. One sip. Just one sip. Shabbat Shalom. In advance, I want to thank my choir, who today is really a part of the congregation. All right, this is not formal singing. Tonight we're talking about a composer whose music has permeated our services in every genre that we have at Anshe Emeth. You'll find Craig Taubman's music in a Shirenu service with our junior choir singing Romamu, or what we heard before, the Vishamru, whose rendition we sang again tonight. Craig Taubman's dynamic music and moving performance style has been an inspiration to the Jewish community for decades. Craig's music brings to life the joy and spirit of Jewish heritage, appealing both to young and old alike, and captivating service attendees and audiences alike. Craig, like many folk and contemporary composers, first began performing at the age of 15 when he was encouraged by a counselor at Camp Ramah in California to take hold of a guitar and lead services. All right, you hear that, guys, who came in today? Someone suggested that he actually go to school to help in his musical pursuits, and so he did at UCLA, Northridge University, and the University of Judaism in Los Angeles. He also spent 2 years at the Hebrew University in Jerusalem performing for Prime Minister Menachem Begin at the time, the US ambassador to Israel, and a bunch of other college students who are now probably in their mid-50s and 60s. Raised in Los Angeles in a conservative Jewish family, his interest in music became interwoven with his passion for Jewish history and culture. Craig's songs bridge traditional Jewish themes and ancient teachings with passages and experiences of contemporary Jewish life. He speaks a language that is both comfortable and acceptable to children and adults, incorporating both Hebrew and English lyrics and alternating them back and forth, similar to how Debbie Friedman's music, which he is heavily influenced by. His eclectic musical styles have made his recordings an integral part of Jewish community. Craig's top-selling releases include much of the music that you heard from tonight, his Friday night live service, composed for a special Shabbat held once a month at Sinai Temple with Rabbi David Wolpe in Los Angeles. His extensive musical catalog consists of over 50 recordings featuring everything from the new Jewish lullabies to Rockin' Toontown, featuring backup vocals with Minnie and Mickey Mouse. Craig has enjoyed a successful career in television and film, composing as well. Craig composed and directed the music for the Fox children's series Rimba's Island, the critically acclaimed HBO animated series Happily Ever After, and Shari Lewis's PBS series Charlie Horse Pizza. His music has been featured at the Coca-Cola Olympic Pavilion in Atlanta, as well as the Paramount Pictures feature film Andre, New Line Cinema's Pinocchio, and Disney's animated short film Recycle Rex. His songs have been recorded by such respected artists as Cheetah Rivera and Jennifer Holliday. Craig's sellout concerts draw thousands of fans at such venues as Ravenna in Chicago, Valley Forge in Pennsylvania, the Westbury Music Fair in New York, Greek Theater in LA, and 3 special performances at the White House. Craig is the producer of Jules Evalul, the annual collection of short stories, anecdotes, and introspections for the High Holy Days. Here's one that I'm sure you'll recognize from our own worship services. Please join in. Be'adov kidruchi, be'et ishan ve'ayira, be'imruchi geviati, Adonai li ve'lo ira. My soul I give to you, my spirit in your care. Draw me near, I shall not fear. Hold me in your hand. Draw me near, I shall not fear. Safely in your hand. Over the years, Jewel, that has been collected from an eclectic group of people, including President Obama, Desmond Tutu, the Dalai Lama, Sarah Lawan, Elie Wiesel, Deepak Chopra, Pastor Rick Warren, Kirk Douglas. Do you know any of these people? Over 250 other inspired voices, well-known and not so well-known. Taubman was instrumental in the Pico Union Project, this multi-faith cultural arts center located in downtown Los Angeles, the oldest synagogue in Southern California, is dedicated to the Jewish principle of love your neighbor as yourself, but at times came with some difficulty. I quote from David Susia's article, Man of Joy. As Craig Taubman says, bringing together music of all traditions to sing songs of praise and not differences, he was rocking and rolling with Jewish bands, gospel choirs, Sufi chant masters, and other musicians. Taubman's problem, though, was that one thing was missing from his party: any reference to Israel's birthday that year. It was the 3rd year of the Faith Jam Festival, and Taubman had tried to include a celebration of Israel's 60th as part of the festivities. Unfortunately, his Muslim partners in Faith Jam disagreed with the idea. If we celebrate Israel, they said, then we should also celebrate Palestine. Taubman had a ready answer for that. When Palestine gets their own state, I will gladly include them. He told the Muslim organization with whom he was working. But they wouldn't budge, so Taubman accommodated. He wanted to keep the peace, he said. But then the day arrived and he saw that this was the only Jewish-connected event in town that wasn't celebrating Israel's anniversary, and it made him sick. He said he lost sleep for many months. As he was telling me all the other day over lunch at Jeff Gourmet on Pico Boulevard, you could see that episode still weighed on him. I knew that I had compromised my joy, my values, he said. I wasn't strong enough to say, I understand, but I can't compromise on this issue. I was more interested in maintaining good relationships. I wonder what that conversation would look like at this particular moment in time. Catch him at any moment and he's likely to be working on a major project, events like the annual Let My People Sing Festival, the Hallelujah concerts, or as I mentioned before, the Jewels of Elul, booklet one of these musical projects earlier in his career was called Yad Bayad, Hand in Hand. Here is the setting that has become familiar to Jews across America and in Jewish summer camps. If you know it, please join in. Yad b'yad echad bein sheni, Am echad im lev echad, Kein anu nadlik mesuat olam, nadlika ke'am echad, Yad b'yad echad echad, Kein anu nadlik, Im ein kemach ein Torah, Im ein Torah ein kemach, Im ein kemach ein Torah, Im ein Torah ein kemach. It can be you, it can be me, it can be all people all over the world, lending, caring, sharing hand in hand. It can be you, it can be me, it can be all people all over the world, lending, caring, sharing hand in hand, lending, caring, sharing hand in hand. Taubman is relentlessly enthusiastic about life and music, but he has no illusions. He doesn't pretend that music can fix the world's problems, and he's hardly naive about the terrorist threats to Israel and to America and the world. It's just that while being a musical and spiritual guy, Taubman is also a very practical guy. He worries about things that he can influence, and his influence is in his music, not his politics. Shabbat Shalom.
On this Shabbat Eve, as we join together as one congregation to celebrate creation and the joy of life and living, we turn our thoughts to those in our community for whom life has become precarious because of health or hospitalization. I want you to look at our service sheet and find the name of someone you know or someone you don't know, or think of a name of someone you would like to pray for our Misha Baruch prayer tonight. And I want to invite you to say their name aloud right now. And if names overlap or or said at the same time, that's okay. The one who needs to hear will hear them all.
Robert, I'll have them.
O God of healing, we name those who are facing illness and pain. We join our prayers together with the prayers of those who love them. Give them renewed comfort and courage. Strengthen in them the healing powers you place within us all. Guide the hands and hearts of those who are entrusted with their care. May the knowledge of your love and ours give added hope to them and their families. May they find even greater strength because our prayers are linked to theirs. As together we say, Amen.
Mi sheberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel veLeah Hu yivarech v'yirapeh et hacholim Sheberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel veLeah Hu yivarech v'yirapeh et hacholim
We continue on page 282 as we rise neither body or spirit for Elena.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו להם, וגורלנו ככל הגורם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומולים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך
We continue together on page 287. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Loved, each of us, for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand but to conquer fear, doubt, and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד
Yesh kochavim she'oram magia arza. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. And tonight we remember and recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those whose families are observing the Shloshim. We remember Elaine Heckelman, wife of Joseph of blessed memory, cousin of Saul, Genevieve, and family. We remember Norma Luster, wife of Isaac of blessed memory, mother of Ed and Amy, Reuben and Patricia, grandmother of Heather and Joshua and Suzanne, Natasha, Erica, Jason, and Heather, Thomas and Victoria and Matthew, and great-grandmother to Michaela, Mackenzie, McKenna, and Charlie, Austin, Aiden, Elijah, Miles, and Mason. We also remember Gloria Cohn, wife of Dr. Fred Cohn of blessed memory, mother of Dr. Joe and Debbie, Ed, Betsy and Sean, grandmother of Alicia and Theo, Ariel and Aaron, Beth and Joe, and great-grandmother of Marlon, Miles, Elliot, and Juniper. And we remember those dear ones who died at this season in years past, whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. If you are joining us online to say Kaddish for a loved one, please say their names aloud at home. And if you are here in person to say Kaddish, please say their names as I look around the sanctuary. Zichronam livracha. May all their names and memories only be for a blessing. I invite all the mourners, if able, to rise for Kaddish Yatom, Mourner's Kaddish, on page 294. Yitkadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah, v'almad yivrach cherutei v'amlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dekol beit Yisrael, V'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mivrach le'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechamata. Damiran v'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, amen. May I just say, services go much better when I'm not leading them by myself. A big thank you to the band, to the choir, to Leah, to the cantor, to putting this whole service together. Just a few brief announcements before we conclude our service. A reminder for the students that are here for Lamod L'Aliyah, don't forget to do a selfie with one of the clergy members to then send to school at AEMT so that you can get credit for coming tonight. A couple of things, just one or two coming up in the future. This Saturday night, we have Anshe Amos alumni Ben Peters coming for Oave Tarbut at 8 o'clock for a jazz concert.
BYOB.
For Oave Tarbut?
We could.
What time?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have tables set up.
Okay. It'll be a jazz night in Lippman Hall with tables set up, so BYOB.
Sounds good to me.
Also BYOB is Cabaret Night coming up later on, so pace yourselves. We're still looking for potluck volunteers for Cabaret Night, so watch for the sign-up sheet that's coming out. And then on February 4th, we have our next Keepers of Jewish Excellence, Jeff Bender, talking about education and acceptance and how to create educational scaffolding for kids who identify as trans and what we need to do to help create a flourishing educational system for them. And then, of course, this coming Friday night is our next Shabbat Shirah with junior choir and a congregational dinner. At the dinner, we're going to be celebrating Nancy Ukraine, our administrative assistant, who is retiring. So please come for that service. It'll be a great dinner to follow. That's just what's happening this week. You're going to have to come back next week to find out what's happening the following week. At the conclusion of our service, we're going to be joining in Lippman Hall for Kiddush and Motzi and the opportunity to greet one another.
We close this evening with a new melody for Yigdal, also written by Craig Taubman. And later, when we go into the sanctuary, into the social hall for Oneg, we'll be doing the Vayachulu, also of Craig Taubman's. Please rise as we turn to page 324, verses 1 and 2, and back to 1. Yigdal Elohim Chai Ve'yishavah Nitzav Ve'erev Metziluto Echad Ve'elahim Ve'yichudo Elam Ve'gam Nitzon Le'achduto Ein lo damut haguf Ve'eino guf Lo na'arok elah Kedushato Kadmon lechol davar Asher nifras Rishon be'et Reshit L'Reshito Yigdal, Yigdal Elohim Chai Ve'yishtavah Nitzav Ve'erev Metziluto Echad Ve'elahim Ke'yichudo Le'lam Ve'gam Nitzon Le'achduto. How about the band just for a verse? begaminso le aftuto ne begaminso le aftuto.
Shabbat shalom.
I'm embarrassed, like, I'm looking at them, I'm so embarrassed, I'm like, so not you're so dressed up so much. You both so dressed up so much. In the second row. Thank you. I enjoy it. Okay. It's been a pleasure. It's great to have everybody here.
If I'd known, I would have made her write me a line for cabaret night.
So how long did you play here? Did you play here? My son is a musical. Yeah, he's like one of those kids that started very interested in music.
Yeah, I'm trying to get through, but thank you. So you so listen to like
Yeah, so he's studying music.
Do you want this?
oh no, it's okay. Because it's one without the page.
Just return it to me. I started. But I took it.
I was thinking of you.
And I thought, oh, I don't know.
I know.
My sister and I have come to realize that there are pros and cons each way. We just want to be happy, and so yeah. I think she feels like she's going to like they're not in the one you just involved. She's very frustrated. I'm sure, and I can tell. Yeah. So,
I was just debating.
I've been doing it. This is we'll talk again. Absolutely. Take care.
Recital this weekend, but next Saturday. I think I'm right next Friday. I wouldn't mind because I know that it's yes. I'm going to be but because I only put Saturday, I know this will be
Leah, I wish you hadn't stopped.
You sprung it on me. I'm not ready.
You're kidding.
I was not ready.
That was all improv.
Yeah, really. He didn't even tell me he was doing it. Yeah.
So good. I know. I only know classical. I don't know all.
All the yes, I will. I was taught classical, so I am classically trained. So I had to kind of. I go to like open mic nights and things, and I'd sit in on the band just to get in wherever I am.
Natalia, you didn't give me nothing about you. I told B you're very old.
Unreal.
She is not.
Natalia, I told B you're very old. No worry, Natalia, you can smack me. Natalia, you can smack me.
It was good to meet you too.
You can smack me for saying you're old.
I know I have to have sober cabaret to get my time.
What? You can smack me for saying you're old.
He likes to do that. It's more effective.
Everyone's bringing the mic.
Natalia, you just didn't get the message on Tuesday?
No, I didn't.
He said he might definitely join the choir next year.
I'm actually thinking about it.
Then he said that you gotta be more younger people. Younger adults.
He judged you with your age.
Yeah, he is. He's a brat.
I owe him. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna go see if I can get some.
You
Can I go get some water? What?
I'm gonna definitely pick you up next Friday.
Okay.
What key do you play in? It seems like it's higher than this one. This is how I play.
Is it the short too?
This one? You seem to play it higher in a different key. I'm like wondering what it is.
Which piece was that? Was that for the
Shabbat candles at the beginning, very beginning.
I went to bottom C.
I think it's D. I think I'm playing it in D. I think you play it in like one step higher.
You're in a bad spot.
Oh, sorry. The Shabbat candles. The Shabbat prayer.
See you next week.
See you next week, Barbara. Brush up.
So, Bob, good luck. Did we play this tonight?
Yeah.
Nice job.
Very
Thank
first.
you.
I always wanted to play the drums.
The first one.
You still can.
I know it's not too late, is
No,
it?
of course not.
I need lessons.
So you get lessons. There's plenty of people in New Jersey. There's a lot of great drummers in New Jersey.
Oh, what?
Do you know it?
Of course
I
I
don't
do.
have any drums. That would be a problem, wouldn't it?
And then there's the
I don't know how your husband would feel about it either.
It was my piano. I played piano.
Why'd you stop?
Because why did I stop? Because there were other things that became more important.
But you didn't, you can just keep it going as a hobby?
Oh, I do now.
You do that, right? You can still play, right? Yeah.
But I was not trained. Yeah, that was trained classical.
Country and classical. Okay. But that's a foundation that you usually build on. After you learn classically, you know everything. Why not? Why not?
Somebody give you drum lessons?
Oh, yeah.